What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. My name is Hope, and today I'm going to be doing another more serious video. I was going to do this a while ago, but things kind of died down, and now everything is starting back up again, so I feel like this is necessary because I don't feel like anyone else is going to do so. So here we go. This video is going to be about bullying and cyberbullying, especially in fandoms. Obviously, this is specifically towards the Sam and Colby fandom because that is the main one that I am in. And from previous experiences in different fandoms, this is the worst fandom that I've ever been in. Like, whenever it comes to drama and cyberbullying and people just being toxic, starting rumors, starting lies. This is not about anyone specific. This is not towards any specific situation. This is just a general kind of Q&A about cyberbullying, and especially in fandoms. So don't leave comments asking if it's about this person or that person, or if it's about this situation or that situation, because it's not. So anyway, let's move on. The first question is, how do you deal with someone who keeps victimizing themselves and turning everyone against you? In that situation, you block them out. Easy as that. Seems like no one in this fan base understands that there is a block button for a reason. If someone is starting problems with you, block them and move on. Now, if they continue to go on and on and on about you to the point where they're making people stop being friends with you and they're just kind of rubbing your name all in the dirt, then yes, speak up, but do it maturely. Do not start going on Twitter spilling tea and going on live on Instagram and spreading rumors and making it even worse of a situation than it already was. That is also a huge thing that happens in this fandom. No one understands that the more you feed into it, the worse it's going to get. You can't be going on Instagram Live or on Periscope or wherever you go and start fighting back and being rude, because then you're stooping down to their level. You're doing exactly what you're complaining about, and that's not okay to do. You're more at fault than they are in that situation. Like, you're causing more of a problem than it needed to be. If you have a problem with someone, address it in direct messages. If you can't address it in direct messages, tweet about it. Get someone to get a direct message with that person and do it maturely. There's no need to bring the whole entire fandom into every single fight. And then with the thing about people victimizing themselves, that is also a thing that happens way too often in this fandom, and it's absolutely ridiculous and sickening at the extent that people will go to make them seem like they are not the bad person. But with that being said, there is nothing you can do about it. People who victimize themselves are going to continue being that way and are going to continue doing that no matter how hard you try to get them to stop. People are going to believe them. People are going to believe you. That's just how it goes. If you want to keep trying to prove yourself right, then go for it. But you're wasting your time and energy and your breath doing so. I'm speaking from previous experiences on all of this. Obviously, this doesn't go for every situation. Yes, sometimes people might realize that they are in the wrong. But especially in this fandom, people never realize they're wrong. They're never going to admit it. And it sucks, but that's just how it is. Someone else left, they even said that it's more of a statement than a question. They said, people don't realize that there is a block button. Please shine a light on this and make people aware that that is an option if someone comes to you with negative things to say. Whoever you are, thank you. Because there is no point, and I know that I said this already, but there is no point in fighting back. You fight back, it's just going to become even bigger and bigger and bigger. You're adding fuel to the fire if you fight back. Someone says something negative to you, block them. That is why there is a block button. If you don't want to block them because you think that, oh, they'll get a rise out of that and that's letting them win, it's not. You are being mature. You are being the bigger person. And in the long run, you're going to feel better. If they want to keep going on and on and on about you, let them. Who cares? They're the ones who are going to seem stupid in the end. Let them go off all they want. Let them stay pressed about it. Let it go. You go and block them and you live your life. You stay unfazed and you live your life. And you be happy and you rub your happiness in their face. Do you read what people say and not take it to heart, or do you just completely ignore it? Honestly, and I don't know if this is for everyone, but I have experienced a lot of hate, a lot of bullying, especially in this fandom. Personally, yes, some things I do take to heart. Yes, some things I do still think about that are said, because we're all human. We all get hurt. Words hurt, and it sucks. But you can't let it run your life. You can't let it ruin your life. You have to move on past it. If it still pops up in your mind every once in a while, that's okay. You're allowed to think about negative things every once in a while, but don't let negativity take over. Be positive as much as you possibly can, because you will feel better in the long run. And like I said, whoever's hating is going to seem so stupid whenever they see that you're unfazed by it, because a lot of the times people just bully to get a reaction out of you. And it's stupid, it's ridiculous, but it's the truth. And a lot of times people also bully because of something going on in their own life, or they're jealous, or they just want something that you have and they don't. There's so many different reasons why people bully, and none of them are a good enough reason for people to bully. But point being, you don't know what's going on in their life. You don't know why they're doing this. So it's better to just block them, ignore it, and move on with your life. What can you do to think positive? Now, I know that I just made a kind of life update video a little while ago, and everything was so bad for me. But in that video, I still point out the positive things, and that's a huge thing. Say that everything feels like it's going wrong. I can guarantee you that there's still something positive to look forward to. You could be going to your favorite restaurant for dinner. You could be going to see a movie that you've been dying to see. You could be in show choir, a musical, and your shows are coming up. Or you could be in your last year of high school and getting ready to graduate. There's so many things to look forward to. Me personally, right now, even though things are still kind of not that great, I just had an interview with a place that I never thought I would ever be able to get an interview with. I'm going to Playlist Orlando, going to California again for VidCon. We just bought our plane tickets for the flight there, actually. So even in all of the negativity, there is still something positive to look at, no matter how much you think that there isn't. As someone who has sent hate and regretted it, yet never received it, my only question is, how do you feel when you received hate? As I know some people don't care that much, and I think you're one of them. P.S. I haven't sent hate to you, but I have to others in the past. I like to think I've grown up a bit since then, and I do regret my decisions to inflict negative energy. Again, sometimes I am fazed by it, sometimes it does hurt. Sometimes I do just need to talk to someone about it, which is why I kind of make YouTube videos and why I have my friends on Twitter, Lainey, Hunter, Tina, Kendra, everyone. But a lot of the times I am unfazed by it because, like I said, you just need to think about the fact that it's coming from a place in them that you don't know what's going on. They could just be experiencing negative things in their life and they're taking it out on you. They could be jealous. No matter what, it's not worth sitting there being sad over, because also in the long run, none of this is going to matter in a week or two. Like, all of this is going to go away. Nothing on Twitter or social media is as big as everyone makes it out to be. Yes, it sucks whenever one of the people who you thought were a close friend ends up betraying you, but then they clearly weren't a good friend in the first place. So there's no point in dwelling on that, because that just opens a door for more friends and better people to come into your life. So don't let it faze you. If it does faze you, go and talk to someone about it. But again, don't let negativity rule your life. And also, I'm very proud of you because you said that you realized how wrong it was and that you have grown up. So I don't know who you are because, again, all of these messages are anonymous. But whoever you are, I'm very, 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 very proud of you. And I hope that you stick to that and just spread positivity more than negativity. Hey, can you talk about how to take your mind off of bullying if it is occurring and how this bully affects you permanently? I already know the second one, but younger people may not. By the way, love you, Hope. Thanks for helping me with my words. I don't know who you are, but I love you too. So in this situation, I know that it can affect people in the long run. And like bullying, And I know that it can affect people in the long run, but again, like I just stated, it's coming from a place of them where they probably don't even realize exactly why they're doing it. And if they are doing it just because they don't like you, then screw them. Who cares? You don't need them in your life. Like, it's not as big as a thing as everyone makes it out to be. Yes, bullying sucks. It hurts, and it can be the absolute worst. Trust me, I know. I've dealt with it for years. Even in high school and middle school, I've dealt with bullying. It's been a constant thing in my life that has never seemed to go away for whatever reason. But you learn to deal with it. You learn to mature and grow up, and you realize that these people will mature and grow up one day also, and I wish nothing but the best for them. I know that it's hard to be one of those people who just kind of let it go, but it is possible, I promise you that. And like I said, you just need to move on and be unfazed and rub your happiness in their face, and one day they are going to realize that they are wrong, and hopefully that happens sooner than later. But there's nothing you can do to get someone to stop, because whenever someone has a mindset of a bully and they just want to spread negativity, there's nothing that is going to change that, and it's going to keep happening until they realize how wrong they are. And it's something that they have to realize in themselves before listening to anyone else, if that makes sense. The questions that I received, so now I'm just going to kind of rant a little bit about everything. So in this fandom, I have realized that everyone makes a huge deal out of the littlest things that should not matter that much. And everyone takes social media so seriously, so seriously. And they act like it's the end of the world if one of their friends turns on them or if they're being bullied or something. And let me tell you guys something. Social media is not the world. It does not mean everything. And I know that it's hard and it seems like it's the end of the world whenever this stuff happens. But if you haven't realized, stuff like this passes over within a couple weeks or so. So making a huge deal about this, saying you're going to kill yourself, deactivating your accounts, attacking other people, just all of this stuff will not matter, and there's no need for it. And attacking someone to the point of where they deactivate is not something that you should be proud of. I have seen it countless times where someone has been bullying someone else and they got them to deactivate and they bragged about it. And that is so disgusting. Twitter and social media is a place where people go to feel safe, and you guys are ruining it for them. And that's not okay at all. And I know that a lot of people still are going to care and they're going to continue doing it, but it's sickening, especially in this fandom, how often this stuff happens. Just within the last month or so, there has been so many fights. And my thing is, do you guys not realize we're all here for the same reason? We're all here to support the people we love. We're all on Twitter to make new friends and to support the people we love. And fighting is just so stupid and pointless. And yes, I have been involved in drama. I have replied to a couple people, but I stop almost instantly because there is no point in doing so. If you stoop to their level and you reply and you fight back, you're just as bad as them. You are just as bad as the bully. And no one in this fandom seems to realize that. People still are bringing up drama with me that happened in the past, and I've let it go. I've moved on. They can go and keep on running their mouths all they want, but I am unfazed by it. It does not bother me. And that's how you guys need to act also, because it's becoming so toxic that this fandom is just becoming smaller and smaller and smaller. And even Sam and Colby have realized how toxic it is becoming. And it shouldn't have to get to that point. It should not have to get to the point of people leaving the fandom or people deactivating because of bullying. And I've never experienced anything like this in my life. I've never seen people just continuously bash others and want to bring more and more negativity into something that should be so positive. And it honestly breaks my heart. Like, I have seen my friends broken down, and just to the point where they have thought about committing suicide because of the bullying in this fandom. And that's not okay. That shouldn't be happening. And I know that it's never going to stop. I know that there is no way that I can get everyone to just be civil with each other. But the least I can do is at least try. You'll never know unless you try. And I have a small platform to use, and I'm going to use it, and I'm going to use it to speak up for what I believe in. And if you guys don't agree, then fine, so be it. But it's just, this is becoming such a huge thing in this fandom, and it is truly heartbreaking. Because whenever I first came into this fandom, I was so happy. I made a ton of close friends who I'm still friends with. But within a couple months, other people started joining, and the fandom became bigger and bigger, which resulted, unfortunately, in more and more drama. And it seems like everything now is made into a fight. People can make a joke about something and it's taken way too seriously or taken out of context, and it'll be turned into a fight within 5 minutes, and the whole fandom knows about it. And that's not how it should be. I feel like I'm back in high school whenever all of this is going on. Like, this is absolutely ridiculous. Everyone needs to mature and grow up. I know that there's a lot of younger kids in this fandom. I know that the fandom is like 10-year-olds to 30-year-olds, honestly. But everyone should have the common sense to know that bullying is not okay in any sense. Not even in this fandom, but in any sense, bullying is not okay. And especially in this fandom, where we're all just here for the same thing, to support the people we love and to make friends on Twitter or Instagram or wherever. But please, just for the love of God, stop with the spilling tea, and stop with the drama, and stop doing lives and just making everything worse, because you're just feeding into everything. You're just feeding into what the bullies want you to do. And you're just fueling the fire and making this so much bigger than it needs to be. Everyone needs to take a step back, take a break from social media if you have to, and realize how ridiculous this is. It's sickening. It is absolutely sickening, and I'm getting heated talking about all of this because I have seen so many times, so many fights that spiral out of control, where it becomes a thing that the whole fandom is involved in, and that's so unnecessary. If you have a problem with someone, block them and move on with your life. Do not sit there and talk shit. Do not start lives and go off and spill tea about these people. Move on with your life, be mature, grow up, and stop. It's unnecessary. Social media is not the world. None of this is going to matter in a couple weeks, and everyone needs to realize that. End it. No more drama. We're all here to be happy and to support the boys, so do that. Make friends. Like I said, and I will continue to say 100 times more until people listen. If you have a problem with someone, block them and move on. If you want to address it that badly, if the problem is that bad, address it in direct messages. Because this is ridiculous. And I'm to the point where I'm over it, and I know that no one else is going to do what I'm doing right now and speak up and not take sides. So I'm doing that because I'm going to take responsibility for it. And I take responsibility for the drama I've been in the past also. I know that I've been in the wrong a few times, but at least I can admit that now. And I can honestly say I've never bullied someone, and I never will, because it's ridiculous and there is absolutely no need to do so. Well, I guess that's kind of it for this video. I hope that Sam and Colby eventually address it more than just posting on their Instagram stories, because this has been going on for a while now, and it's sad that it took some of their accounts on Instagram that they follow for them to actually finally address it. So, I don't know what else to say other than just stop with the drama. Just grow up. Just end it. Move on. Stop. I love you guys. And I just want to spread positivity, but this needed to be addressed because no one else is going to address it. So, that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. I am going to continue with the more serious videos. I'm going to hopefully get back on my uploading schedule, or just uploading once or twice a week again. Please like, subscribe, comment, talk to me in the comments. I'll be responding to them. And if you're going through this right now, please know that you are 100% not alone. And also, this isn't going to matter in a couple weeks. So don't dwell on it. Don't take it too seriously. Don't take it too personally. Just be happy. Move on. Let it go. That's it. Okay, I am done. I love you guys so much. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!